Hey everyone, welcome back to ModLand. In today's video, I'll show you how to drift in BeamNG Drive, step by step. We'll cover everything from car setup to throttle control. There is so much you can do if you know how to drift. It does not only look cool, but also helps a lot for racing and controlling the car in dangerous situations. First, you need to choose a car for drifting. I will use this BMW M8 first, but later we will switch to a car with a manual gearbox. Here is how to set the car up and prepare it for drifting. First, go to Engine, Transmission, and select a rear-wheel drive setup. Then go to Rear Suspension, Rear Differential, and choose a welded diff. Next up, go to Front Suspension, Steering, and if possible, choose a drift steering. I would also recommend to not use power steering, so you will have a great feeling for the force feedback, which you also need to set up correctly. But I think I will show you how to do this in my actual simulator with my real voice.
So yeah, hi guys, if you don't know me yet, I'm Paul, I'm the guy who streams on the ModLand channel, and now I'm gonna show you how to set up the force feedback for drifting. First go to Options and then on Force Feedback and on the Axis. There you can see your current force feedback settings. This is in German right here, it says Strength, and I've put it on 200, and that's the most important thing you will need. I can also adjust my strength on the steering wheel right here, so I use this, and I will leave this in-game on 200. You can try to play with it, and it also depends on your car you're choosing. I also added the UI, so you can see how much throttle or brake. Now I'm going to show you what the perfect force feedback settings look for me. So if you drive, normally you can just drive around the circle and your wheel will always go to center by itself if you press the throttle a bit. This is how it feels for me. If you want to enter the drift now, you can drive in first gear or second gear, it doesn't matter. Depends on how big the roundabout is. You can drive around, you can also use second gear, and you can check how much throttle you need for the car to brake out. You can go full throttle for a short time, and then you will see that the car will lose traction. But if you use first gear, you can also shift, and this is like a clutch kick for a automatic transmission. Second gear now, throttle, and it will brake out by itself. One more time, holding the wheel like this, second gear, throttle, and you can catch it. That's how it looks like if your force feedback is perfectly set up.
So now you know how to drift the automatic transmission, and you have great force feedback settings. Next thing is to learn how to drift manual gearboxes. Back to the simulator.
I'm using this BMW M3 CS by Flanie. I will link you the mod in the description below. It's a drift version and I have nothing added or removed. This is the stock drift version of this mod. For this mod we will start in second gear, manual transmission. So we have the clutch. So you can rev by pressing the clutch. Then we will go like 25 kilometers per hour or 30. And then we can press the clutch and throttle at the same time, and then release the clutch. And then you can see there's a lot of power at the same time to the rear wheels, which will make the car brake out. So once again, look at the cam, look at my hands. 30 kilometers, clutch, throttle, release the clutch, release also the hands from the wheel, and then when the car is in the angle you like, you can catch the wheel again. 20 kilometers now. Release the clutch, release the wheel, catch it, and then you can keep drifting. When it comes to holding the drift, it's all about throttle and wheel control. Actually, you just need to practice it. It depends on your wheel, on your force feedback settings, and on the feeling. So, if you add throttle in a drift, your car will get faster, but also more angle if you don't steer against it. So the combination is the key for drifting. You can do like some revs like I do right now, as you can see. If your force feedback is set up right, you can also feel a small sweet spot where there's not much strength or force on your wheel. if you hold the throttle and the wheel at this sweet spot, you don't need to steer much or give much throttle, and it's not that aggressive anymore.
Okay, I hope this helped you out a bit. I'm not the best drifter out there, and definitely not the best at explaining either. But I wanted to show you everything directly in the simulator, because I think it makes things easier to understand. I'd really appreciate your feedback on this video in particular. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions about drifting, drop them in the comments or ask me in the next live stream. For now, practice, practice, and more practice. Have fun and see you in the next video.